Lights, cameras, action, go! Hey Olive, what? It's tea time. Everybody tuning in like it's prime time. Let's listen, conversation, engage, participation about issues, dates, and events. I guarantee you this is time well spent. Success, business, relationships, discussion over tea. Go ahead and take a sip. All around the world, it's tea time with Olive. Let's have a good time. Just watch, listen. Tea time with Olive is what you've been missing. All around the world, it's tea time with Olive. Let's have a good time. Just watch, listen. Tea time with Olive is what you've been missing. Tea time with Olive. 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 Tea time with Olive.
Hey, 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 welcome to Tea Time with Olive. And I'm here with beautiful Amina. Welcome to Tea Time with Olive.
Thank you very much.
Hello, everybody. So we just did a little clip with, we went live, as I always do, on Facebook. And we did a little intro about what's going on this week in the world, actually, which is really crazy. But so basically, if you're watching me here, go ahead and watch that clip, like it and share it. The strong message. It's only probably less than a minute. But here we are with Amina. Amina, yes. Go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience.
Well, my name is Amina Richards, and I am originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. I went to Minnesota State for a few years and didn't want to deal with snow anymore. So we said, oh, let's see how California works out. So
she doesn't like snow.
No, I like it only for maybe 10 minutes, and then after that, I'm ready to
You're
go.
not into cold?
No, not into cold. Not for 9 months anyway.
Oh, wow. So how long you been here in California?
Almost 10 years.
Wow. Okay. Yes. And I could see you're liking it.
I do, very much so.
Awesome.
We're new business owners, so it's a different life, a different time, but we're doing good. I love it.
Awesome. And what area in California you are? You guys know where we are. But
Northern California, up by in the Bay Area. The Bay Area.
Right.
Love the Bay Area.
She's a Bay Area
I'm
girl.
a Bay Area girl now. Yes.
Oh, good,
yes.
good. So
New Orleans girl at heart. For my NOLA people, because I'll get it.
Oh, yeah. You can't lose your fans there.
Yes.
So what line of business are you in?
Well, we do have two businesses. You'll hear a lot about Burish Richards and Associates later on, but I am a new consultant with Rodan and Fields, and I've been working with Rodan and Fields for almost a year and a half now.
Oh, wow. How did you get into Rodan and Fields?
Well, I was looking for a new career path. I wanted to challenge myself a little bit more and see really what I'm made of. And a friend of mine introduced me to Rodan and Fields, and I got an opportunity to see the business model, which I really enjoyed, and I got a chance to try the products, which I really love. It's the first time I found something that works for me. It's been over 20 years. I'm over 40, and I finally found something that works.
Oop.
So I spilled the age. I said over 40. I'm not saying exact
Oh, wow. You
age.
look beautiful. It must
Thank
be
you.
Rodan and Fields.
Yeah, it's working pretty good.
Good, good.
So once I tried the products and I heard about the business model, I said, why not? Why not try? I mean, you get a 60-day money-back guarantee. And I said, let's go for it. Let's see what I can do with it. So it's been good so far.
And I know you're just, and most of my audience knows that I do most of the stuff. I stand up for, I'm just one of those people that not only standing up for woman empowerment, but also doing the right thing. Yes. And some of these businesses that are, I should say the women are usually behind it, the strong woman, then the message is even stronger than the product itself. Absolutely. And a lot of women, because of either because they have kids or they're a stay-at-home mom, they think that, I can't do much outside this. This is a good line of business for them, don't you think?
Absolutely. It's very versatile. As we are building Burish Richards and Associates, it's really nice to be able to start building a business on my own time. So I start whenever. I work during the day, I work in the evening, and it's my own business that I'm building, and it's a wonderful, empowering opportunity and experience.
So you work it around your daily schedule, so you don't really have to go out of your way for anything.
Absolutely. The one thing I love about Rodan and Fields is that it's very family centered. So it's really a lifestyle. It's about being able to work hard, but and still enjoy your life, still be with your kids, still be with your family, but be able to bring in an income. And it's been very helpful when having our own business or having another business, because I don't have to take as much time away, and I can concentrate on my own business, but at the same time, I'm still bringing residual income, which is a lovely word these days.
And I've been to quite a few of their meetings. Actually, a few years ago, my sister started that line of, and we all love the products. Yeah, of course, not every business is for everybody. So she started at the same time she was going dental school. But anyways, it wasn't something that was working for her. But we love the product, so we kept the product.
Yes, and that's the wonderful thing. I actually became a customer first, and I was very skeptical because I have very sensitive skin, and no matter what I tried, I always ended up having to use concealer, foundation, powder, and it is
layers,
and it is far too hot out there to have to do that every day. So
and since I have a natural beauty, I don't get to use nothing.
Just saying. Yes.
Just saying. Right. I mean, no, seriously. You know, when it comes to makeup, I mean, if you could use a product that over time that you don't have to use any, that's the product you want to start using with. And we joked about this earlier. No, it's not a product that overnight you're gonna get 10 years younger, but it is a product that over time you will see the difference.
Consistency is key. Like anything else, when you exercise, you see results the longer you do it. So when you take care of your skin, you see those results.
Right. And these products, you know, how you have, you know, some of the other companies, I'm not going to mention names, you have to, after a couple of weeks of, you know, doing your regular makeup and so on, you have to have a facial done. Otherwise, you know, your pores gets, you know, blocked out, and, you know, you just have to clean up your face. But with this product, it actually takes care of all that.
It takes care of your skin. This is not makeup. This is actual skincare. My favorite saying is that makeup looks best when you take care of what is underneath. And I love my skin without the makeup. I love my skin even more with the makeup. And either way, I feel confident whenever I go out. So it's worth it.
And you know how some guys says that, you know what, I want to wake up next to the same woman that I went to sleep with at night. Keep that in mind.
Please do, because I love the makeup, but when you do a lot of contouring and that contouring don't look the same in the morning.
I know. Where did the woman that I met go?
That's not her.
Right. Then, so take care of your skin. It's important.
It's very important. And it's not just about how you look. It's how you feel. Everyone, you know, every morning they go to work, and before they leave the house, they look at themselves in the mirror, and what are you thinking? So if you're thinking, I'm ready to go, and I'm like, oh, amazing, then your skincare
just
is
like
working.
Me. I'm like, I'm ready.
And then if you're not thinking that, then you should call me.
Yeah. Well, you know, regardless, because I mean, as women, we always have these conversations, you know, we're like, you know, we're always worried about this, we're worried about that. We're, you know, men are not really so worried about it, but lately I've noticed that some men are. So, and I know men use your products too. Or do you have a line of men? I don't know.
Well, what's so wonderful is that everyone has skin. So Rodan and Fields is not just for ladies. It's for everyone.
Right.
So it's for kids, it's for men, it's for women. We actually have a wonderful product line for men. Men who have shaving issues, they have the bumps and the stubble, things like that. We have a wonderful combination. And what I love about Rodan and Fields is that you can find a combination that works for you. So my favorite combination was Unblemished and Reverse. Unblemished took care of acne, and the Reverse helped with my beautiful skin tone.
Ah, okay. For a minute, I forgot what I was sitting here for. So here's, let me bring my thoughts back in. Okay, you did that good. Here's the thing. There's when I went to the meetings, let's say there's only four different products, right?
There's 4 different lines.
Oh, four different lines. There you go. So briefly, because we don't have enough time to cover the whole thing, but you do want to contact Amina because, like she said, especially for men that get a lot of burning with their
razor
shaving,
bumps,
razor
irritation.
bumps,
Yeah.
That's a good line. And for ours, because I'm in my 20s, so
Of course.
yeah. So yeah,
She's
in
in
her
it right
40s,
now.
me 20s.
Yeah,
so
she
you know,
doesn't need it right now, but you know.
But it depends. What age level you are, or you consider yourself you are. You could tell her the truth.
Yeah.
But tell her not to, yell
That's
it out
the
there.
one. Well, prevention is key.
Yes.
I was 25 years in public health, and I've always been a prevention side girl, whether it's heart disease, whether it's whatever it is, prevention is key. So it's one thing to notice after 40, like, oh, I need to take care of my skin. But if you're taking care of your skin the whole time, you don't have to worry about that.
So you gotta start early.
You have
Don't
to
think you're
start
too
early.
young, and it's never too late.
No. Sunscreen, always. That is
Right.
number one. Rodan and Fields, every product line has a sunscreen, because you do all that work to take care of your skin, and then you go out into the sun and
And you know what? I just thought about it. The other good thing about it is that there's not so much that too many steps that you have to get confused. And I mean, sometimes when you buy all these skin products, then you're like, which one went first? Which one second? You get all lost. It's not
the cabinet graveyard.
yes.
Everyone has that graveyard.
Right,
of all these
right. So you don't
products
have
that
to
they
worry
try.
about all that. There's
Nope.
only 4 steps, right?
4 easy
Sunscreen
steps.
you don't use at night, so really, it's
No, so you have your face wash, you have your toner, and then you have your active, whether it's for acne, for reverse, where you use to lighten your skin, and then you have Redefine that helps with your wrinkles. And there's one that we have that is Soothe, which is amazing. And this one is for people, you don't have to have face or issues, skin issues, in order to use Rodan and Fields.
before you have issues.
Before you have issues. So Soothe is a wonderful, wonderful product that really helps with just keeping your skin healthy. Healthy skin is in.
And before we forget, Rodan and Field started with what before they started this line?
These are the doctors that created Proactive.
Yeah, we can't forget that. I mean,
They
they
are
were
huge.
even to this day, they are huge. And if I'm correctly remember that they used to be in Nordstrom, weren't they?
Yes, actually, I got to say, these doctors were amazing and revolutionary in that they used to be in the high-end stores like Nordstrom's, and they decided to do direct sales, social commerce, and they decided to bring this out to the public, to women and men who want to share the same products the way you share your shoes, where you get your shoes, where you eat. You have a great place that you go to eat. They thought, well, hey, if I bring it directly to ladies and to men that sell the products, they can talk about it the same way they talk about everything else that they love. And then it has blown up. It's amazing.
Well, one of the things that I'm a big believer of Rodan and Field is they create jobs, and that money that they could spend on marketing, they actually create jobs for people,
Yes.
especially, like I said, a lot of women are in this field, and they're very passionate and happy because what it brings, the joy that brings in
Yeah.
their life. You could have jobs, you do this on the side if you like, because you really work it around your schedule.
You really do.
So do you have an email, a phone number, website?
Yes. The best place to find me is on Facebook, and you find me at A.K. Richards on Facebook, and we can talk then.
Yeah, you could just inbox your information to her, and set up a meeting. And do you do Skype sometimes, or?
Yes, I'll be happy to do Skype. The messaging is pretty great. I get to talk to people directly. We also have a solutions tool. So what was great about Rodan Fields, of course, they were started by dermatologists. So they're very serious in how they figure out what product works for you. So you first do the solutions tool. It's 5 easy questions, basic questions about your skin type, dry, oily. And then they actually put out a wonderful assessment of what would be the great product for you, how it works, when to use it. So it's, I can just say that CVS and Walgreens, they don't give you that.
No, absolutely not. Well, the thing is that, this is a product that the value is way more than just to be carried in any department store. There's a value to it. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and take a few-minute break. We're going to play Lute Bryan's new song, and then we'll be right back with our other guests.
Thank you.
Yes. Is that Florence Shen telling me my thoughts is where life begins? Or could it be Earl Nightingale telling me to let my mindset sail? Ralph Emerson, I'm blessed to know self-trust will lead to success. Richard Bach, Jay-Z, believe you're the greatest like Muhammad Ali. Wayne Dyer, Abraham Hicks, hold the vision in your mind to be sure that it sticks. You're created to be a creator. God gave you this power so your life could be greater. The universe always conspires to bring abundance and fulfill your desires. What you sow, so shall you reap. So be careful what you do and the thoughts that you keep.
Everything you ever wanted, it's all inside of you. Just open up and let it out, let it out, let it out. Open up and let it out, let it out, let it out.
The law of attraction, thoughts are things, whether positive or negative, you will bring circumstances, situations, events without limitations. Your vibration contains energy to bring forth success, prosperity, longevity. You deserve it. Order with your thoughts and let the universe serve it. Just relax, don't stress. Just be thankful, never second guess. Have faith, courage. Whatever happens, don't be discouraged. Mahatma Gandhi taught me happiness. Inside of me is true happiness. Buddha had a vision. Your life's affected by every decision.
Everything you ever wanted, it's all inside of you. Just open up and let it out, let it out, let it out. Open up and let it out, let it out, let it out.
Stop trying, just do it. Right now, get to it. Be gracious, never over anxious. Patience is a virtue. Never let your self-worth desert you. It doesn't matter what they say, they can't hurt you. They can't affect you unless you let them. But if they try, just forget them. Move forward, progression. Let a smile be your expression. Because now you know you're a magnet, drawing to you like a magnet. Abundance, joy, magnificent. You deploy strong energy, words, and thoughts. Are you ready to serve?
Everything you ever wanted, it's all inside of you. Just so
I think you're on.
Oh, I'm on. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Thank you, Brandy. Welcome to the show. Here we are, Tea Time with Olive.
Welcome.
All right.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. So we just had a really good talk with Amina about skin products. Now we're gonna change the whole circle. We're gonna go talk about Brandy. Brandy, go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience.
Yeah, my name is Brandy Burris. I have been in sales, legal, and financial services for a little over 15 years. As Amina mentioned a little bit earlier, we do share a business, Burris Richards and Associates, which is primarily any type of legal document services, so notaries, loan signings. We prepare trusts, wills. We have a little bit of estate planning for our consumers. We also establish nonprofits and draft business plans for business clients. We do operate on a nationwide basis, so we can work in any of the 50 states. We do also work in Canada a little bit. So
Wow.
yeah, it's been really nice to have a way to provide individuals who cannot always afford an attorney to provide their drafting services,
Absolutely.
a way to accomplish those things,
Wow.
and put those types of protections into place for themselves and their family.
Okay. And what brought you into Bay Area?
Actually, I was working with Wells Fargo in the Twin Cities as a banker, a very, very green banker at the time.
Right.
And I had been in sales prior to, but not
Right.
in financial services
Okay.
specifically. And I spent about 2 years with the company. They offered to transfer me to California, which we did. We've been here since, clearly, in Northern California, in Solano County. And now we're operating in the 6 counties surrounding Solano County as well. So Alameda, San Francisco, Marin, Napa, Sonoma, Solano, and Contra Costa counties.
And sometimes you don't realize that how convenient it is that you have one-stop shop.
Yeah.
You just covered a lot of stuff there, right?
Yeah, I'm a jack of all trades, master of a couple, I'd like to think. So it's nice again to be able to bring all of those things together, like you said, in a one-stop shop. And really help
Especially
people.
especially if you're, let's say you just open a new business, right? You just start a new business, and you just need that one person that come and tell you all these, not only the financial advisor part that I know you do an awesome job on that, but there's all these other legal things that they need to know, and you could just give them that advice. So in the history that you've been working, just tell us a story that somebody that you help, and how did you help them. And
I have a friend I've known for a little over 15 or 20 years at this point, that wanted to set up a nonprofit in Louisiana, which is my home state, Amina's home state as well, and wanted to set up a nonprofit to allow families the opportunity to focus on the battle instead of the bills.
Right.
And, they didn't have a whole lot to start with to work with. They had a lot of people that wanted to be involved, a lot of people that wanted to donate, but as many organizations do, a lot of folks didn't want to jump on board right at first until they had the official tax-exempt status. So we were able to get them set up as a nonprofit
Right.
in the state of Louisiana in less than 6 months, which is virtually unheard of in the nonprofit world for those that are
it
familiar.
takes forever. I've dealt with it a couple of times. That takes it's a long process. Just the application itself is very complicated.
Yeah, it's very cumbersome,
Yeah.
Especially if you're not familiar with a lot of the terminology or
Right,
the processes. So again, we were really able to put things into place quickly for them, which allowed them to raise a lot more money than I think they initially expected in the first
Right,
year.
right.
And they were helping one patient the first year. As of the second year, they were able to help 4. So the increase in what they were able to do for the community was threefold.
Wow.
So yeah, really, really positive experience for us, and I think a very positive result for them.
And probably state to state, it's probably regulation is different, so don't expect in every state to be the same.
Sure.
But if you have any questions, or you always was wondering about the nonprofit, or what is it, 501c or
501c3, yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
If you have questions, or you're wondering, or you're not sure, where can they contact you?
You can go to our website, which is burrisrichards.associates.com. We are also on Facebook. We have a page, which is also under the same name, Burris Richards and Associates. Or you can email us at weprepdocs, that's WEPREPDOCS @gmail.com. We'd be happy to take any of your questions.
Do you mind if you spell out your website as well?
Absolutely. That's Burris, B as in boy, U-R-A, S as in Sam, RICHARDS, associates.com.
There you go. So one of the main things that I know you deal with is with notary, right?
Yes.
And what situations would people usually ask? I don't even know how to ask that question. What kind of situation people would ask notaries?
Increasingly, we see notaries used for a lot more transactions that they weren't used for before. Specifically in the legal world, a lot of documents are being, or I should say clients are being identified over Skype, as you mentioned. Some notaries will actually conduct transactions that way. We don't at this time. California doesn't officially allow that yet, so we can't officially actually do that at this point.
Right.
But we use notaries for I-9s, for trust agreements, for certain banking transactions that involve retirement plans in particular.
okay.
But the bulk of our notary business is, of course, loan signings.
Right.
So residential, commercial,
Exactly.
reverse mortgages.
Right.
And we also work very closely with a lot of assisted living facilities in the community.
Okay.
There are a lot, increasingly, seniors that can't get out or don't have family close by to take them to get these services completed or taken care of.
Right.
We're able to go to them at no additional charge and take care of it for them so that they don't have to worry about somebody else having to come into town or having to incur any extra cost to get the process completed.
Wow, that's really good to know. I think I have quite a few people for you.
And we'd be happy to help. We'd be happy
As you
to
all
help.
know, I connect business to business. Wow, you just made me think. Because that's, I remember for my grandmother, my mother did the notary for her because she couldn't go places. And it's so needed and convenient because a lot of places they can't go.
Yeah.
And there they have, they're the person in charge basically making the decisions.
Absolutely. And statistically, notaries across the nation have increased travel fees to go to seniors in those locations
Right.
because it is a booming business. We don't want to do that. We can make our money elsewhere
Right.
rather than incurring or adding the cost to seniors. And here again, we have the largest number of individuals that are going to be considered seniors coming into play that we've ever seen in the United States. So not only are we heavily servicing the senior citizens themselves, but we're also looking to work with their children and grandchildren who inevitably are going to have to take the reins at some point
Right.
to get them set up, and that way they don't have to worry about these things when it gets to the point where it's too late.
Right. And how do you do it with Skype? I mean, if this show's international, so obviously they're watching it from Canada or anywhere. So how do you work with your client through Skype?
For notary services or just in general?
For in general.
In general, I mean, it depends on what we're discussing. I mean,
Okay.
for estate planning, we have a profile that we can conduct over Skype with either the individuals that want to establish the plan or additional family members if they would prefer for them to be there. It's really just a conversation, no different than
Okay.
we're having a conversation now. We take our notes and we're able to correspond through any electronic format, Gmail,
Right,
Skype,
right.
whatever.
So they email you stuff, and then you look it over, fix them, send it. So basically, if you're in anywhere in United States or Canada or Europe or no?
Not yet. We're
Okay.
hoping. We're hoping.
She's
we're,
getting
we're,
there.
We're getting there. We've got to master what we
yeah.
have in front of us first. So,
Wow,
but
awesome.
hopefully, yeah.
So basically, if they're new business owners, or if they have their business and they haven't took care of that part of it, probably a good
Yeah.
idea. What do you think that they should have somebody? So they in the financial world, we always use the term that do you have an exit strategy? So how about if you don't have one, you probably want to call Brandy because you need to have somebody, just in case something happens to you, you need to have somebody in charge to make decisions at that point. Life happens. You never know. It's always happen. It's always a good idea to
You don't
have
want
it.
to have a plan B, but we do inevitably.
No,
So,
you should
know,
always have. Now
always go with plan A, but plan
I'm
for plan
thinking
B.
now.
So yeah,
I'm thinking.
aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Now you made me think. So Brandy covers you from, let's say, as simple as life insurance.
Simple as life insurance to as advanced as a trust, and everything in between.
And here's the thing: a lot of you might think that you do have life insurance, but have her look it over because we have. We have living benefit rider. That's a lot of old policies. If you think that, I'm already been taken care of, I have my life insurance. Even as simple as that, especially if you're in Bay Area, contact Brandy. Send her an inbox. What was your Facebook again?
Facebook is Burris, Richards, and Associates. So please like the page. We would definitely like to hear from you guys.
Okay, you're gonna have to spell it for them.
Okay. That's B as in boy, U-R, A, S as in Sam, R-I-C-H-A-R-D-S, and Associates. You can find us on Facebook by looking us up there.
Yeah, go ahead and like it and send her messages. Just like I said, at any kind of situation you're in.
Yeah,
If you
quick
have
questions, anything.
yeah, those are free information that you could get. And sometimes, you know, you think you could count on your family member or your best friend, but I hate to say it, not a lot of people have the accurate information. You want to get the right information, because if you make a mistake, by the time you fix it, that takes longer and probably hurts your business. It's better to have the right information and the right time. And if you have sources, why not? If you even think that, you know, if you know somebody, right? If you know somebody, even go ahead and refer it to Brandy. And where's your address in Bay Area? Or what city, if you...
We are stationed in Vallejo. But we do, again, work in the 6 counties surrounding, but headquartered in Vallejo.
There you go. So if you're in Bay Area, contact Brandy. And do you want to give out your phone number or no?
Yeah, phone number 707-246-6291. You can reach either Amina or myself there at pretty much any day or night. Any day, any time of the day is what I'm trying to say. Any time of the day.
No, you've said it, any day of the time or any night. So
time, day, you know, whatever.
24 hours, 7 days a week, they're available. So thank you so much for watching this show. Continue watching it. And thank you for coming to this show.
Thank you for having us.
And we will see you soon.